Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So today we're having a look at ballast, my paper ballast, because I don't use gravel, PVA glue and all the rest of it for the ballast because my layouts stand vertical behind the door and I like to have everything that can easily be dismantled for maintenance, for alterations, etc, etc. And I've found a way of making a relatively realistic ballast which follows the 1 meter or 3 foot rule, and it's very simple, and I can recycle material I have in the house, which was in this case here, this is some card. This is kind of lightweight card that I bought. I even bought it very cheap because it was slightly soiled. I think 4 or 5 big, I can't remember the size, a meter by big sheets. They've been cut down now anyway, because it was for another project I was doing with a friend, but we didn't use this stuff, so it's been repurposed for ballast making. So, what do I have here? Right now we're going to begin with a small bit. This is the pattern. So this is points. This is for making points. So this is the part that turns off the main line on the point. It says points left plus right. This of course is a right point. See here it's marked R for right, or DX, which is the abbreviation in Italian for destra. And the other side just turns over left, or SX, which is sinistra. So very simple. The card has got a smooth side, which is this side here, and a slightly more textured side, and I'm going to use the textured side because the textured side is the one that will produce the stone effect, the stone finish, various stones. So first things first, let's get the pencil. In fact, we'll sharpen our pencil. Okay. Pencil sharpened, and let's, what on earth was that? Oh, that's a thing. This is a thing we have to see in an oncoming video. And a pair of scissors. I'm just marking my doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, but so I'm cutting the piece of track, the track bed, let's say. Of course, proper ballast is much nicer. I mean, if it were a, but I see that many model train enthusiasts run trains but don't even have the ballast, just directly on the baseboard. I like to sort of recreate a version of reality, and the idea for this paper ballast, I got it watching a video about the Kleinbahn trains, the Austrian brand Kleinbahn, and Kleinbahn provided a plastic track bed which is somewhat similar to this paper idea of mine, and that's where I got the idea. Okay, I'm just going to show you on this one how to make the ballast. Righto. ready. So we don't need the pattern for the moment. And here I've got patterns for, this is a standard Lima curve. I made the pattern by running a 4B pencil along the rails. That's one pattern. And this is a pattern for a Mehano bent curve. That's got a slightly wider radius, so we'll be needing this one here because we have 6 Mehano curves on this layout. 6, 7 I think. We have 7 of them, 7. And these are the narrow radius curves, the short Jouef sections, which are a tighter radius than Mehano. And they're the ones we used to reduce the radius of the Mehano curves to be able to fit it into the 90 centimeter width of the layout. So, next job, charcoal. There we go. This is artwork charcoal. And we just do like this. I think I'm going to lean it on a bit of paper, an old bit of paper, just to not smudge onto the modelling mat. And sometimes, in this case here, the borders have been cut. You know, it's a very clean cut. Other times I use another pair of scissors, which I'll show you in a second, just for the finishing, and to make the borders a bit less straight. But anyway, then this thing here, I do the paint, the kind of soil effect along the railway, so everything gets smudged up with poster paint. You see, you get the gravel effect like that. You can make it lighter or darker. And the grain of the paper comes out. Then, that's finished. I take a paper tissue, it's clean, I haven't blown my nose on it, and I just smudge it like that. By smudging it, I get that dark and the regular look of the ballast. So that's a piece of ballast ready, a section of ballast ready to go under a point. It's very simple, very, very cheap to make. And what I can do now at the end to make things, not to have these, just a second. I could have done this before, but I decided just to use the straight scissors to cut it. I can use these artwork scissors that do this serrated edge to make an edge which is a little bit less geometrical, sort of rough up the edge a bit and make it a bit more irregular, and this blends up better with the... Sometimes I actually just cut them directly with these scissors here, but I just make some serrated effect on the side, and that makes everything, even the joins are less visible. In particular here the join. See? I'm just clipping a bit the side. I'm not doing anything complicated. I could have even cut through it, but it's much faster to cut through the thing with the real scissors, the proper scissors. If it's just a short bit, generally I'll cut it directly with these ones. Okay. There we go. This is our piece of ballast ready to be installed. And this way, having a serrated edge, it blends in better, in particular the joins, and then it blends in better with the rails. On the Brunel layout, they're mainly straight sides, but then later on I had the idea of using these serrated edge blade scissors. So that's that. Very simple. You need a pair of scissors, maybe a pair of these scissors if you really want to make the serrated edge, charcoal holder, and some card. These are all clippings. These are the, so I'll be making the joins, the short bits with all these parts here, and I'm going to be making the, let's just take this part here for example. This has been used for testing stuff, and you can make, out of a piece like this, you can make, let's see, a mechano curve. We can get a full mechano curve out here, and then we can use other parts for something else. So plenty of material. Okay, let me know what you think about that. Have you ever thought of using paper ballast? This is how it's done. This is how it's made. And if you have a layout like this one here, like mine, where you have to, it's not permanent, you have to stand in the vertical position behind a door or somewhere, or behind a piece of furniture, or it has to be anyway very lightweight because you have to lift it up, maneuver it. Maybe you've not got a very good leg, or you've not got a very good shoulder, or whatever. This is a great solution to keep the cost down and to keep the weight down and to simplify your maintenance. And as you've seen on the Brunel layout, is realistic. It is realistic enough. Of course, it doesn't have the effect of the ballast, the gravel. That's much nicer. But if I had a permanent layout, I would definitely be ballasting things properly. I would probably even do better scenery, not just poster paint and things like this. I'm thinking how to make some bushes and maybe some short trees. I'll have to acquire some trees, even for the Brunel layout, in particular for this small one here, which is a more country, rural setting. So that's that for the moment. If you like the video, go to like, subscribe to the channel, click notification bell, well, anyway, these usual things here that blah 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 blah. But mainly comment. I'm interested in your opinion. Okay, cheerio, and see you next time.